The 8 best foods for seniors with no carbs and no sugar, must watch. What if the foods you've been eating your whole life are quietly holding you back from feeling your best after 60? I'm talking about foods that spike your blood sugar, sap your energy, and make your joints ache more than they should. But here's the good news: there are real whole foods out there with no carbs and no sugar that can help you feel sharper, stronger, and more independent as you age. Stay with me because number 5 on this list is a game changer that's been helping seniors ditch their afternoon slumps, and it's probably already in your kitchen. After 60, your body changes. Foods that used to fuel you might now leave you foggy tired or even struggling with blood sugar. Inflammation creeps up, your muscles feel weaker, and your memory might not be as crisp. But here's the thing: a lot of seniors are still eating foods that make these problems worse without even knowing it. That's why more and more people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond are turning to no carb, no sugar foods, not to diet, but to thrive, to stay mobile, to think clearly, to avoid the doctor's office as much as possible. In this video, we're diving into 8 powerful foods that have virtually no carbs or sugar, but are packed with the nutrients your aging body craves. I won't just list them. I'll explain exactly how each one works to protect your heart, your brain, your energy, and your independence. Plus, I'll share real stories from seniors just like you who've made small changes with big results. Let's get started with a food so simple it's often overlooked, but it's a powerhouse for your muscles and memory. 1. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. Let's kick things off with one of the easiest ways to transform your plate: leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These aren't just for salads. They're some of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, with practically zero carbs and zero sugar. 1 cup of raw spinach has just 1 gram of carbs, mostly fiber, and no sugar at all. But what it does have is a ton of vitamins A for your immune system, C for repairing cells, and K for keeping your bones strong. These nutrients don't just keep you healthy, they help slow down aging at a cellular level, protecting your arteries and even boosting your memory. Take Susan, a 67-year-old retiree from Ohio. She used to feel sluggish by midday, blaming it on just getting older. Her doctor suggested cutting out processed carbs like bread and pasta and adding more greens. So Susan started having a spinach salad with olive oil and a boiled egg for lunch. Within 3 weeks, she noticed her energy was steadier, her bloating was gone, and even her knees felt less stiff. She said, "I didn't think something so simple could make such a big difference." That's the beauty of leafy greens. They're not about restriction. They're about adding something that works for you. Try this: swap 1 carb-heavy side like rice or potatoes for a cup of sautéed kale with garlic and olive oil. It takes 5 minutes and it keeps your blood sugar stable all day. Quick question: have you tried adding more greens to your meals yet? Drop a comment below. Your tip might inspire someone watching. Now, greens are fantastic, but there's another vegetable that's even better at keeping your blood sugar in check and helping your body detox naturally. Let's talk about it next. 2 non-starchy vegetables: broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini. Next up, we have 3 humble vegetables that might not get the spotlight they deserve: broccoli, cauliflower, and zucchini. These non-starchy veggies are superstars for seniors because they're naturally low in carbs, have no sugar, and are loaded with fiber. That fiber slows down digestion, which means your blood sugar doesn't spike after meals. As we age, our bodies get less sensitive to insulin, making blood sugar harder to control. But these vegetables act like a natural buffer, releasing sugar slowly and keeping you full without raising your glucose. Here's a story about James, a 70-year-old from Texas. James used to wake up with stiff joints and no energy, thinking it was just part of aging. His wife started roasting broccoli and cauliflower with olive oil and a pinch of sea salt for dinner 3 times a week. After a month, James noticed he could move more easily, his knees didn't ache as much, and his doctor said his blood pressure had dropped slightly. He wasn't dieting, just eating better food. Want to try it? Steam or roast a cup of broccoli cauliflower or zucchini with some lemon and olive oil. It's simple, delicious, and keeps your body running smoothly. Have you already added these veggies to your routine? Share your favorite way to prepare them in the comments. It could help someone else get started. Veggies are great, but what if you could eat a rich, satisfying food that protects your brain and heart with zero carbs? Let's dive into that next. 3. Fatty fish salmon, sardines mackerel. Now let's head to the sea for one of the best foods you can eat to stay sharp and strong. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These fish have zero carbs and no sugar, but they're packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are like a shield for your body. They fight inflammation, the kind that builds up over time and damages your blood vessels, stiffens your joints, and even clouds your memory. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that seniors with higher omega-3 levels had better cognitive function and a lower risk of heart disease. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 73-year-old from Florida. She started feeling forgetful, losing her keys, forgetting names. Worried about her memory, she began eating baked salmon twice a week with a little lemon and dill. After 2 months, she noticed fewer senior moments, her mood was brighter, and her doctor said her cholesterol levels had improved. She said, "I didn't expect fish to make such a difference, but I feel like myself again." You don't need to get fancy canned sardines or wild salmon work just as well. Drizzle with olive oil, add a squeeze of lemon, and you're set. If you're not eating fatty fish yet, what's holding you back? Let us know in the comments. Maybe we can help with some easy recipes. Fish is amazing for dinner, but what about breakfast? The next food has been misunderstood for years, but it's a near-perfect choice for seniors watching their blood sugar. Let's talk about it. 4. Eggs. Let's move to something you probably have in your fridge right now. Eggs. For years, eggs got a bad rap because of cholesterol concerns, but science has cleared their name. For seniors, cutting carbs and sugar eggs are a nutritional goldmine. One large egg has less than 1 gram of carbs, no sugar, and is packed with high-quality protein, plus nutrients like choline and lutein. Choline supports brain cells, helping you think and remember, while lutein protects your eyes from age-related vision loss like macular degeneration. Consider Robert, a 65-year-old from California. He used to skip breakfast or grab a bagel only to crash by 10 a.m. with shaky hands and a foggy head. His doctor suggested 2 scrambled eggs with spinach for breakfast. Within weeks, Robert felt steadier, his energy lasted longer, and he didn't need his usual mid-morning snack. He said, "It's so cheap and easy. I wish I'd started this years ago." Eggs are versatile. Boil them, scramble them, or make an omelet with veggies. Pair them with a healthy fat like avocado for extra staying power. How do you like your eggs, or have you been avoiding them? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could motivate someone else. Eggs are great for meals, but what about snacks? The next food is perfect for curbing those afternoon cravings without spiking your blood sugar. Let's check it out. 5. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts. Chia seeds. Snacks can be a blood sugar trap for seniors. By 3 p.m., you're tired, maybe a little shaky, and it's tempting to grab a cookie or granola bar. But those are packed with sugar and refined carbs that send your glucose on a roller coaster. Instead, reach for nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, or pumpkin seeds. They're low in carbs, have no sugar, and are loaded with protein, healthy fats, and magnesium, which supports energy, bones, and nerve function. Take Linda, a 69-year-old from New York. She used to eat crackers for her afternoon snack, but by dinner she was exhausted. She switched to a small handful of almonds and a tablespoon of chia seeds mixed into yogurt. After a few weeks, her energy was more consistent, her leg cramps at night disappeared, and she felt fuller longer. She said, "I didn't realize how much those crackers were dragging me down." Keep a bag of unsalted nuts in your car or purse, or soak chia seeds in almond milk overnight for a quick pudding. What's your go-to snack for steady energy? Drop it in the comments. You might give someone a new idea. Nuts are awesome, but the next food is creamy, satisfying, and often misunderstood. It's time to set the record straight. 6. Avocados. Avocados have been called too fatty for years, but that's an outdated myth. For seniors watching, their carbs and sugar, avocados are a dream food. They have virtually no sugar, low net carbs thanks to their fiber, and are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that protect your heart, improve insulin sensitivity, and keep you full. Here's a story about Thomas, a 68-year-old from Arizona. He avoided avocados thinking they'd make him gain weight, but his nutritionist suggested adding half an avocado to his lunch salad. After a month, Thomas noticed he wasn't snacking as much, his blood sugar was more stable, and his cholesterol numbers improved at his checkup. He said, "I thought I was doing the right thing by avoiding fat, but I was wrong." Slice avocado onto eggs, mash it with lime and garlic for a spread, or add it to veggies. Have you been avoiding healthy fats like avocados? Let us know in the comments. Your experience could help someone else. Avocados are heart healthy, but the next food is a simple addition that works quietly to protect your arteries and brain. Let's talk about it. 7. Olive oil. Olive oil might not be a food you eat on its own, but it's one of the smartest things you can add to your meals. It's carb-free, sugar-free, and packed with monounsaturated fats and antioxidants like oleocanthal, which acts like a natural anti-inflammatory. Studies in the Journal of the American Heart Association show that regular olive oil use is linked to lower risks of stroke and cognitive decline in older adults. In Mediterranean countries where seniors often live into their 90s with sharp minds and active lives, olive oil is a daily staple. Consider Anna, a 72-year-old from Illinois. She used to cook with butter or margarine, but her doctor suggested switching to olive oil. She started drizzling it over steamed veggies and salads. Within weeks, she felt less bloated, her joints were less achy, and her blood pressure dropped slightly. She said, "It's such a small change, but I feel lighter." Use extra virgin olive oil for salads or low-heat cooking. Just 1 tablespoon a day can make a difference. How do you use olive oil in your meals? Share your tips in the comments. You might inspire someone watching. We've covered a lot of foods, but the last one is controversial. Some say it's unhealthy, but for seniors, it might be a perfect addition. Let's break the myth. 8. Cheese, cheddar, Parmesan, Gouda. Finally, let's talk about cheese. For years, it's been called too fatty or too salty, but for seniors, cutting carbs and sugar cheese is a smart choice. Most hard cheeses like cheddar, Parmesan, or Gouda have no sugar, minimal carbs, and are rich in protein and calcium, which keeps your bones strong and helps prevent fractures. The fat in cheese also helps you feel satisfied, so you're less likely to reach for sugary snacks. Take David, a 74-year-old from Michigan. He used to snack on chips or cookies in the afternoon, but his weight and blood sugar were creeping up. He switched to a few slices of cheddar with cucumber slices. After a few weeks, his cravings dropped. He felt more in control, and his doctor noticed he'd stopped gaining weight. David said, "I don't feel like I'm missing out. It's actually satisfying." Stick to 1-2 ounces of hard cheese, pair it with veggies or olives. And if you're lactose sensitive, aged cheeses are often easier to digest. Have you tried cheese as a low-carb snack? Share your favorite combo in the comments. Someone might want to try it. These 8 foods, leafy greens, non-starchy veggies, fatty fish, eggs, nuts and seeds, avocados, olive oil and cheese are low in carbs and sugar, but bursting with nutrients to keep you strong, energized and independent. Whether you're trying to stabilize your blood sugar, reduce inflammation, or just feel better every day, these foods are your allies. The best part, you don't need to overhaul your life. Start small, swap one high-carb food for one of these options and build from there. But here's a heads up, even if you're eating these foods, one common mistake could be undoing your progress. We'll cover that in our next video, so make sure you don't miss it. Always check with your doctor before making big changes, especially if you have conditions like diabetes. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more senior-friendly nutrition tips. Drop a comment below. Tell us which of these foods you're excited to try, or share a tip that's worked for you. Your story could make a difference for someone else watching. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.